Okay.
Fairy tale.
Do you believe in that?
Good morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Thank you for waking up with BT. Devo Brown here with you, and actor Chad Michael Murray cemented himself as an early 2000s heartthrob with roles in One Tree Hill, A Cinderella Story, Freaky Friday, and more. He's continued his career on the small screen and the big screen and is returning for a Freaky Friday sequel this summer called Freakier Friday. Please welcome to the Breakfast Television studios, Chad Michael Murray. Let's go. Dude, good to see you, man.
Hey, good to be seen.
How you doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Man. Genuinely. Full life, lots of love, 3 beautiful babies, beautiful wife, just living it.
Man, I love that. You know, look, things, we'll get into the career and kind of do a throwback in that. Before we do that, I'm pretty sure I'm like going through Dundas Square and I'm like looking, you know, is that Chad's face up there with a crush can and the hair and everything? There's the throwback there. Your first crush all grown up. Tell us about this, please.
I mean, it just felt like the perfect pairing. You know, it turns out, someone told me, a little birdie told me that there's an outside chance I might have been a first crush or two.
Yeah, maybe. What a type.
Which is incredibly flattering. I mean, it's one of those things that you can't even imagine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up on Orange Crush. Like,
Was it
I'm
orange?
not sure.
Was that your favorite?
That was my thing.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, for instance, every year at my birthday, I'm a summer baby, so we'd always have a big old party for my birthday because we didn't have school. There was always that Orange Crush out there. But see, now we can do the adulting thing because it's sugar-free.
That's the way to do
See?
it.
So Crush is adulting.
See, mine was, I'm a summer baby as well. When's your birthday? And all the fans are going to be like, are you dumb? You should know this.
It's okay.
Yeah.
August 24th, Virgo, you?
I am July 17th, Cancer.
There you go.
Yeah, summer baby.
We're right
so
there.
the crushes were right there. It was great for me, orange for you. I love that, man. And yeah, the little ad that you do with the hair. I love that you can have fun with it and kind of poke fun at yourself with this. Because a lot of people throw back and they look at the things back there. They're like, I don't really want to talk about it. You have no problem doing that.
No, look, man, life's too short. Like, I got into this industry because I just wanted to make people happy. I like entertaining. I love telling stories. And what an opportunity, what a blessing to be able to put a smile on someone's face. And, like, I don't take myself that seriously, man. It's just like, come on, we're out here having a good time. We're making movies, telling stories. It's awesome.
It is. It's a lot of fun. You've told a lot of great stories. And I'll ask you this, though. Do you know what it's like waking up every day and going, I'll never look as good as Chad Michael Murray?
Yeah, dude, happens to me every day.
Come on, man.
I'm
Like, no, and this morning I
look
got
at that editing. Look
Yeah.
at the filter they put on there. Come on, man.
Our makeup, Chloe walked by, she was touching me up right before you came up. I'm like, Chloe, don't do anything. There's no chance I'm gonna look anywhere close as good as Chad Michael Murray.
Dude, you look good. Look, this is clean.
I'm trying to keep
I've
up.
got a little bit of the earring envy.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like I kind of want to rock the early 90s cross.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
should. You can.
No, I think my wife would just...
Just take it right off.
Yeah.
Let's go back to those late 90s into the 2000s, and what a time for you, man. What was that like? Because it started off modeling, right? And then getting into the acting thing. But then there was that sudden burst. What does that do to a young man's mentality going from Buffalo to, you know, down to Texas to Hollywood, wherever you're going?
It's not healthy. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. This is, you know, you just got to slow your roll. No, for me, what an unbelievable blessing. You know, I got off the bus, you know, September in '99, and then by, you know, January 2000, I was already with Warner Brothers. And I had the opportunity to learn behind, you know, a lot of the young guys and girls at Dawson's, right?
Yeah.
Getting to watch Michelle Williams and Josh Jackson and James and all these people, getting to know them because they were doing so well with Dawson's Creek, and then to be over at the Gilmore Girls and work with Amy Sherman Palladino and learn that quick, fast-paced jargon, which without taking pauses, no beats, no breaths. It was a lot, and I don't think anyone can teach you how to mentally comprehend everything that's going on. I would say have people in your life that say no. Yeah. Have people in your life that say, and then make sure you listen to them. You know, I think that's the hardest thing is for that transition. And that goes for anybody. I mean, you could be in sports, right? And all of a sudden someone, you know, backs the truck up and you got this and you got this and no one's saying no, and you got to learn how to moderate. Everything in moderation.
Yeah, that is tough. One of those big films in the 2000s was Freakier Friday. You guys get to reunite this summer. It's coming out in July, and just teaming up with that squad once again, Lindsay and Jamie Lee and everybody. What was that like to return for that?
Just a powerhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, like what an unbelievable moment to walk on to a set that still feels like home 23 years later, right? It's like no time had passed, but yet we'd had entire lives in between making the first one and the second one. You know, I got kids now, Lindsay's got kids, and, you know, Jamie's got an Academy Award. Yeah. It's Academy Award winning Jamie Lee Curtis. So it's so incredible, and then to watch those two women just bring the power that they have in full effect in a movie that could easily be a standalone. That's so good. Like, it is so good. Trust me, it's so good. I'm excited for everyone to see it.
Yeah, can't wait for that. We go back to One Tree Hill as well, and the fan base still strong to this day. And people, you know, and especially the pandemic did that, right? Where people are revisiting old shows and things like that. There's a lot of talk. People want to see things come back as new or reboots. Would you look at that role again? Or do you think you just leave that one alone?
I think if there was the right iteration of the show where I felt like it was doing a service to the first version, as well as doing a service to the current generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's a fine line, because if you look at it, I mean, there's 13-year-olds right now binging OTH.
Yeah.
And I mean, they weren't alive when we finished shooting the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're watching it as if it's a new show, and it's a blessing to be a part of something like that, something that you can't even imagine it would get that big, you know?
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, what, you did 6 years on that?
Yeah, I was there for 6 years.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. And look, Lucas is just, he got all the ladies, man. Look, this guy played ball and everything, man. I was like trying to be like that dude playing basketball. Cinderella story. Your daughter recently saw that.
She did.
She wants you to do. She wants to do another one. Now, how do you say no to that?
You don't. You don't. You know, you put it out there in the ether, and you hope that something comes of it, and you start using your imagination, and you come up with a really fun storyline, and you see what's going to happen. You know, maybe it comes to fruition, maybe it doesn't. But alas, watching the kids watch it, sitting down watching Freaky Friday with the kids before we went to go shoot the sequel. Special moments that you get to share with your kids. I mean, that goes for any parent, right? A parent, when you get to take your son, take your daughter to work day, that's a day. It's a day. It's the best, right?
It's full circle, which is so cool, man.
Yeah, and so for me, like, that would be cool. It'd be cool. I just want to. Right now, I just want to make stories for them.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do movies and television for them that they'll be like, okay, I want to see that.
Yeah, that they'll be happy and be proud of, and they'll enjoy. All right.
It would take like doing a Sonic right now for them to go, Dad's cool.
That's cool.
Dad's finally cool.
Talk to Jim Carrey on that one, man.
Right?
We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're gonna do a crush or pass game here.
All right.
Quickly. So we got paddles here.
Uh-oh.
Got orange crush for good, and pass if you don't like it. All right, here we go. We're throwing back fedoras. The hats.
I mean, fedoras are great. Well, let's crush on a fedora for you.
Okay, cold crush. I can do that. I'm down with the fedoras. Frosted tips for the hairstyle. That's a crush. Yes, 1,000%. We're sticking with that.
1,000%. Come on.
Flip phones.
Yeah, way better. Way better.
Are you still downloading every song and like using CDs?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Pay attention.
You do the same? No, it's true.
I don't do the same. No.
No?
No, I use the service and listen
You know
to radio.
what? Every artist out there, you're welcome. I do. I pay it, I buy it, I download it, I Shazam the song on the radio. I go home and I go to Apple iTunes and I pay my 99 cents.
You're good. You're a great customer, good consumer. Speaking of music, boy bands, crush or pass?
They're always going to be great. Come on.
I agree. Last one here. MSN Messenger.
Pass.
Yeah.
That's going to be pass, because I've never used one and I don't really know what the heck it is.
You don't need it anymore. Chad Michael Murray, everybody, thank you for stopping by, man. We appreciate you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Cannot wait to see Freakier Friday, of course. It will be coming out in theaters August 8th. Make sure you check them out there. And we'll be back with more BT after this. Dude, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, brother.